Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to the Baseball Hut 2. Hope you like this video and subscribe. And I want to thank you again, you're a regular subscriber. Thank you for the comments and all the sort of views you've given me. I can't tell you how much it means to me that you've been able to get this little channel, my secondary channel, monetized. I haven't said that enough. I'll be doing live streams in the fall. I don't know when. So you need to keep an eye out for it on both channels, really. And probably with the Football Hut. I put the link in the Football Hut. I talk about the New York Giants and the NFL. But we have actually some big news. We got an injury. Well, it's funny you mention injured players. Here's Carlos Correa. The Twins shortstop has been placed on the injured list. It's from this morning. The Twins announced Wednesday that they've placed shortstop Carlos Correa on the 10-day injured list. Correa was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis in his left foot back in May and has been playing through the injury throughout the 23 season. It flared up early this week and forced him from Monday's game in Cincinnati. He'll be sidelined through at least next Friday now. Outfielder Trevor Larnach is up from AAA St. Paul to take his spot on the active roster. But this is not a good year. This has not been a very good year for Carlos. Correa, who's 28, hit .291 with .366, .467 slugging percentage in his first season with the Twins last year, but has seen his production dip to .230, .312, and .399 slugging percentage in 2023 while playing through that ailment. He still plays strong defense at shortstop, and batting line is only about 4% shy of league average by measure of WRC+. Minnesota clearly had higher hopes for the former Platinum Glove winner and two-time All-Star when signing him to a 6-year, $200 million contract over the winter. Notably, the plantar fasciitis is in Correa's left foot, which is not the same foot leg that sparked considerable off-season drama, led to multiple failed physicals, and eventually paved the way for his return to the Twins. Well, let's go back a little bit, shall we? He had an opt-out of his contract because he signed a contract with the Twins last year. He opted out of the contract. And he negotiated a 13-year deal with the San Francisco Giants. He had to take a physical. He failed the physical. And it's because of that, his right foot, I guess, which was giving him a problem. So, and you know, the Giants wanted to renegotiate a contract. So he and his agent, Scott Boras, pivoted and basically tried to hoodwink the New York Mets into signing him to a 12-year deal. And that didn't really, again, it was like Groundhog's Day. He failed the physical that the Mets gave him. Now, I would mention, the rumor is that the Mets had sent his X-ray and his MRI results about this foot to at least 70 different doctors. They tried everything they could to get this deal to work, and none of these doctors would approve it. So, in the course of it really was 2 or 3 weeks around the Christmas and New Year's, he lost $150 million and 7 years on a deal. He went from a 13-year contract to a 12-year contract to a 6-year contract. And now, in the first year of this contract, he is on the injured list. And that is why the Mets and the Giants were smart enough not to re-sign him. I guess the Twins felt that they could re-sign him based on the fact that he played for them last year. But it's weird for a 28-year-old to have these kind of foot problems. Those are like old people injuries, quite frankly. Those are old people kind of ailments. And that's a scary news. That's why the Mets didn't get involved after looking at his x-rays, and the same thing with the Giants. The timing of the injury is clearly unfortunate for the Twins, who are closing in on formally securing the American League Central title and punching in their postseason ticket. There's still time for Correa to be back at the club several days prior to the beginning of the playoffs, and that'll be the team's hope, particularly since Correa had been trending up at the dish. Correa had perhaps his worst month of the season in August, but is batting .296 since the calendar flipped to September. Minnesota injuries woes don't end there, however. The Twins saw breakout rookie Royce Lewis exit yesterday's game with discomfort in his left hamstring. The 24-year-old former number 1 overall pick hobbled a bit after trying to beat a grounder, and he exited the game during his next plate appearance after tweaking something on a foul ball. So they're dealing with a lot of injuries. But the Mets warned them, don't sign him because he's gonna fit. He failed the physical, and now he's on the injured list with a foot injury. And here's the thing about plantar fasciitis: it could flare up at any moment. And if you sit down for any length of time, that pain you feel in the back of your foot, under your heel, and it feels like somebody stabbed you. And sometimes when you like walk around, it clears up. But if you sit down for too long, it really hurts. I've had it. It could be really painful. And then it'll go away. But it's unusual for a 28-year-old guy to get that kind of issue. But that tells you how fragile his body is. He's had a very difficult time in his career staying healthy. And that's a big reason why I was very much against the Mets signing him to that 12-year deal, just based on his history with injuries. His production is good when he plays, but he has not mastered the ability to stay healthy. And that is about as important as you could possibly get when you're giving guys full-length contracts of 6 years, 5 years, 10 years, 12 years, 13 years. It didn't make sense then, and really 6 years deal might be too much for Correa at this point with the Twins. But you let me know what you think about this video. If you like what you hear on this video, hit the subscribe button. We want to get to 1,300 subscribers to this channel. And I thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.